Welcome to the Chelsey and Libby Show. We are here in front of this beautiful courtroom. Yes?
Yes.
Today's discussion will be based on the big topic that was argued from December 13th, 1971 to finally being decided in January 22nd, 1973, a whole 2 years later.
Yes. Jane Roe, a pregnant single woman, brought a case that would challenge the constitutionality of the Texas criminal abortion laws. In Texas at the time, the laws for abortion were very strict. No woman could get an abortion even if they were raped, and that's where Roe took her stance.
She was very mad because she wanted an abortion and her state would not let her.
Nope.
Roe claimed she was raped because she knew that was her only chance that she would get in court.
In front of the judge. Roe sued the Supreme Court based on her 14th Amendment rights. The 14th Amendment states that all states will provide equal protection to everyone within their jurisdiction. It provides due process under the law and equally provides all constitutional rights to all citizens of the country regardless of race, sex, or religious beliefs. This basically protects the citizens of the people, including Roe.
Which was a woman, so this had to do with women's rights as well.
Yep, and to her body.
Yes.
And the state had nothing to do with her body and couldn't decide for her whether or not she get an abortion.
True. So, the ruling found that Texas violated the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment, which you just talked about, which protects against state action the right to privacy, including a woman's qualified right to terminate her pregnancy. If it's the woman's own body, she could do whatever she wants with it, as long as it's not harming anyone else, because technically a baby is not considered a baby until it takes its first breath. According to the law right now, it's a very controversial subject.
Yes, it is.
Right now, but this is in a while ago.
Yeah, that's in 1970s. And in Texas.
Yes.
Don't forget.
Texas, this one.
Texas is very Christian originated.
Yes.
So the Supreme Court ruling was 7-2.
7-2, ladies and gentlemen.
For Roe.
Yes. So Roe won this case, but ironically, she ended up having her child without, she didn't get an abortion, and she put it up for adoption because she didn't want to take care of it, or she could not take care of it, and now she's a pro-life advocate, which is very surprising.
Odd.
Very odd, but
yes,
that is what happened.
Yep. Because especially she had to have her child because while this case was going on, it did take 2 years.
So a baby will not stay in there for 2 years.
No. That's not how Mother Nature works, of course. And Roe knew that. So
a pig's gestation period is 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days.
Yes, it is. But a woman's pregnancy is 9 months.
Yes.
So Roe had to have her baby, especially with the Supreme Court's taking 2 years at the minimum. Sometimes they go for a very long time.
I hate them.
Supreme Court.
When it comes to this case, my opinion is that the Supreme Court made a very good and accurate ruling, just because I personally do not know what it is like to want an abortion or to be pregnant with a child that I do not want, but I believe it should be every woman's choice whether they can get an abortion or not, even though there should be restrictions on when you can get it when it comes to time in the gestation period.
Yep, me too.
What do you think?
I think the same thing.
Yep.
It's a woman's body and it's her choice. That shouldn't have to do with the court's ruling. It shouldn't have to do with a guy sitting up in his chair, mostly male probably, back in 1970s.
Even now there's a lot of...
Yes, and in Texas. So, sitting back up in his chair saying, nope, you have to have your baby. Nope, yes, you can have an abortion. You can't, do that. That's not okay. And this set a precedent for cases with abortions, with sometimes gay rights, because there was a case out in Texas where a cop, actually 2 cops, went into a home with two males who had sexual relations and arrested them on the spot because it was against the law. So they sued them on the 14th Amendment and they actually won.
Well, that's our show for today.
Yep. Join us next week for the 5th Amendment.
Love that one.
I plead the 5th.
Now we can just edit all this out. La 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 la.
Okay.
Yep. So, 14th Amendment. Yes.
It protects us.
I love the 14th Amendment.
Well, you.
That's my girl. The 14th Amendment.
It protects us.
It kills us. Okay, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I give up.
Me too.